Alright, what is up, people? I'm gonna do some Monster Train today with Covenant rank 18. I tried this combo several times on stream, and boy, it didn't go well. I became convinced it's the worst combo in the game. However, I have a friend who did it in one shot at Covenant rank 20, so to be fair, he got incredibly lucky and ended up with a large stone Animus of Will, and he also got Dante. But still, even with some luck, that means that I suspect that while bad, this is not as horribly unwinnable as I had thought. The problem is that these two factions are very anti-synergistic with each other, particularly with the Chosen as the the Sentient as the champion. Nevertheless, we're gonna win this one. Because I've learned how to do this, I think. We start with Sharpen, we start with Wicklash, we start with Invigorating Solution. Interesting. We have no tomb units, so we'll take this. This will kill, oh wait, no, this isn't the backline killer. Apply 5 armor to the front friendly unit. Hello, Practice Pad. How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to my nightmare. The Awoken Melting Remnant combo. Okay. So we picked up 2 Sharpens, which we could probably apply to the champion here. Invigorating Solution, which would be good with a the spores or whatever, if we find it. And these 2 Wicklashes, which again are just for dregs. So we didn't get any extra healing, although this is still probably the best guy. So we're going to take him, and we can just give him spikes if we really want to. Spikes 3, so that's fine, because we're going to be killing things with our health explosions. We have no way to kill him, unfortunately. We could apply Sharpen to her. Of course, if I were to do that, then she would start attacking and she'd be taking Spike's damage. Although I do think it's the right thing to do, so this guy dies. Put a Steward up here, so as to be able to kill the fairy when it pops in. And we'll put a Dreg here, and this is just gonna do a little more damage to the Protector. Hey Divvy, how you doing? Welcome. Alright, so we got a little unlucky. The Collector showed up in the middle. Go ahead and do this just to draw some cards. We're not getting a Collector today. Just kind of happened that way. However, I do get to do this. And these things all die. It's pretty good. Sad to lose the 50 gold, but there wasn't a whole lot I could do differently to make this happen. Okay. So what I'd like to do is probably put a Dreg here, probably Wicklash it. That'll increase the burnout and make his attack higher. Just trying to think if I care. I don't know if I care about this reaching the Well, there's nothing I can do anyway since I already used my Wicklash. I could have Wicklashed this to kill the Protector. I'll just take 3 damage from the spikes. What do I think about increasing the HP of dregs and other candle units and upgrade? Honestly, I'm not a big fan of the melting faction, so I'm not sure if my opinions will be all that useful, but I think they're meant to be used more as suicidal units, to be honest. It's just kind of hard to do that when you don't have the reform guy as your champion. But I mean, it depends, like, if you don't want to die to spikes or sweep, then I suppose you kind of have to, you know? Since otherwise you're not even gonna, like in the case of sweep, you're not even gonna get a chance to attack. Although remolding things increases their HP by itself, so that's kind of built in. Alright, so the question is, do I want to put a train steward here? We know we're gonna pull a dreg, so... And we also know we're gonna pull train steward, so I think what I'm gonna actually do here is stack up my regen. Yeah. We'll get a ton of damage that way. Yeah. $139 damage. Ah, sick. That means that if I just do this, he dies. So we took all of 3 damage in the starter fight. So outside of missing the money from the ferry, this wasn't so bad. Got 75 from the trial, though. Okay. We don't have any backline removal right now, so that makes me want to take the Glimmer. As good as Wildwood Sap is, gotta take that. Oh man, okay, we got a really early Bounty Stalker. That's great. Wow. Okay. That really makes me want to go ahead and go to the Merchant of Steel in the off chance that we can get Endless. Also, there's a Remnant banner here, so... Okay, there's no Endless. There is a Speed Stone, which would be a really good start for him. Let's see what the unit is. Okay, there's a Tycoon. Alright, we'll take a Tycoon. If I wanted to be a total madman, I could just reroll immediately. A bit risky. It's worth it though. Okay, we didn't get it. And it's just barely too expensive to do multi-strike, okay. That's a shame. Okay. Something we could do is go ahead and give Burnout to a Steward. We only get 1 death per fight with him. It was worth trying to get Endless, but it's okay. Skip the Steward Burnout. Let's pick up Spikes 4, I suppose. I could give it to the Tycoon. He shouldn't be in front anywhere. Let's just give it to a Steward. It'll give me some help in a row by itself. That was a sad reroll, but like I said, it was worth trying. Unit draft. 10 armor. That Steward will end up on the front line. We're gonna give him an HP stone later. Not a huge fan of upgrading Stewards, but I think it might be necessary in this combo. Alright, I don't think we can do armor 10 here, so we're just not gonna take this unit draft. We don't have the damage output yet. That'll die. Do I want to let the Bounty Stalker die? I mean, of course I do. Let me just give him Whiplash to burn him out later. Put him behind our friend here. Yeah. Okay. Oh, no. Wonderful. We don't get this fairy either. So he spawned in the wrong spot both times. We should have put both dregs on top, actually. Because we knew he was going straight to the top via haste. Yep, that was a mistake. That sure was a mistake. Why is this getting +4 armor? Yeah, Wickless Tycoon does look pretty cool. He probably goes here, except there's no space for him. Oh, yeah. Okay, it's 5 armor from this dying. That's all units, not just burnout units. So we have no way to heal here, is the thing. A huge shame. If I put this here... She lives. I need to keep her alive. Sort of vaguely tempted to throw Whiplash on her. Even though it means if I don't draw my second Whiplash, then she's just sort of dead. Let's put our Tycoon here and start getting a little bit of money. If I did this, I would get an extra attack. And also, the things that attacked her would just die, which would be awesome. However, 3 things would be alive. These 2 guys, if I put this here, and then if I were to Whiplash him, we'd have 2 attacks. 3 things would be alive. That'd be okay. May draw Glimmer, even. I'd like to keep this fella alive. He's rather upgraded, so... Let's just do that. We did draw the second Whiplash, okay. Something funny we could do is sharpen him so that everything dies. Nothing reaches the top. Then we could Whiplash him again. Yeah, that'd be okay. That'll last a good little while. Okay. 2 ticks of regen. If I put this dreg here, it dies and then applies armor to the sentient, giving this thing more time to do its work. Although I wonder if I get more damage if I put him here. It's only 60 damage. Lady of the Reformed is the minimum you need for melting. Yeah, she certainly makes many of the cards more viable. Should have given this thing spikes so I could kill this Conduit Infiltrator. Big mistake. See, that would save 1 attack on the Sentient. It certainly has time to heal both times anyway. Wait, actually this gives 5 armor to the Sentient when it dies. No, it goes here. Because it's gonna die either way. So it only blocks 1 attack, it'll do way more damage this way. Yeah. 47 damage. Let's see if we can up that a bit. So certainly we do Glimmer. Yeah. Restore our friend here. It's gonna burn out, sadly. Didn't really have a chance to draw into Wicklash again. We'll do this. That's not so bad. Gets all of 2 attacks on our pyre. We're hurting on gold, but otherwise this is going okay. Nice start. I'm not so sure. I've missed 2 fairies, but Custodian, draw a card every turn. Custodian could be pretty cool if we could get these costs down a bit. I'm gonna pick him up. Okay, hello. Merchant of Magic, huh? There's a Hell Vent. It is sort of tempting to copy the Bounty Stalker. And have 2, like, just huge-ass units that will become awesome. Although I think I'm more interested in the Merchant of Magic so we can get... if we could get Holdover on Intent of Death, we could more quickly turn this Bounty Stalker into something awesome. So let's do that. Permafrost, god damn it. Game doesn't want to give me the right upgrades. That's okay. We'll increase spell power on Glimmer is what we'll do. We can reduce cost on Sharpen, make things more viable. Okay, these are the 2 best Awoken units. Yeah, that's the other reason I took this path, is because Awoken Banner is so important. So in the end game, we'll have the Bounty Stalker sitting behind one of these 2 guys. I have a feeling it's got to be the Awoken Hollow, because we're already getting all the damage from the Stalker, yeah. So you take this when you don't want damage, you take this when you want to survive longer, so we'll do him. Please be a good cavern, come on. Something that'll make this run work. Nope. This'll give me some gold at least. Take the stealthy. Because of that stealthy, I'm gonna re-roll so that I can make that do more damage. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, you can upgrade it, and you should. Which version of the bombs did we get? Okay, good. Not the damage shield. No way to heal here, but eventually we'll get something. Put the hollow here, I suppose. There's my restore. Oh, there's my Bounty Stalker, okay. Cool thing about the Intent on Death, by the way, is it also can give me armor. So we need to hold over that ASAP. This thing's gonna die. There's nothing I can do. Could sharpen it and kill these 2 things, I suppose. It's a bit of a mistake. Perhaps to put him down here, I just expected to draw more restore, and I didn't. Or a glimmer, even. Okay, we want this stuff to die down here, so that we get more money with the Wickless. Hey, Green Eggs, how you doing, man? How are you enjoying the Twilight Zone? Okay, let's, thought there would be more fires. Yeah, right? Let's just put a steward out here so he dies, yeah. And I'll even put a dreg right there to do a little damage to these things. I'm gonna start buffing our friend here. Now that's obnoxious. The autonomous zone thing? I don't even fucking know, dude. It's so dumb. Oh man, it's so dumb. Alright, let's put the steward in front. I'm tempted to petty theft the bomb up here. I think this disciple's gonna make it to the pyre room no matter what I do. Technically, if I wanted to, I could petty theft here, and this would almost kill both, but... let's do this. This is 10 hull damage that's going to my hollow. Get some money there. I don't know if putting a dreg up here does anything. Even if I were, like, let's say the best case scenario happens, and I draw into, like, Glimmer, Wicklash, that's still only 19 plus 12 damage, which is not... That's not 40. So there's basically no reason to cast the dreg, we should just save it. Okay. These things both die. Although I'm sort of tempted to Glimmer here. Just because the healing's really important for my hollow so I don't die to the boss. I also kind of want to sharpen this thing. I don't follow them, but I probably should, because I always get a nice little chuckle out of everything they write. Oh, hey, that was nice of you. Thank you. I now have tea. Alright, trying to figure out what I want to do with this bottom row. After I use the Glimmer right here, which is probably what I want to do, just because of the healing, it's a matter of what I want to do with that last 2 mana. Snopes is fact-checking them. Yeah, I don't think that these people seem to understand how silly they look when they fact-check stuff like this. It's pretty comical. Okay, making stuff die in this row would be pretty advantageous. I'm sort of tempted to just sharpen here so the guy in the back dies, and then maybe, like, put a dreg out in front. We can just get some money that way, you know? Let's do this. Healing is important. Gosh, I don't know if I care about the money. I guess I do. On the other hand, I could just put a dreg here and let that die for money, yeah? Boom. Oh wait, that doesn't die, does it? Oops, I'd have to put a custodian here to let it die for money then. Also, Sharpen wouldn't even work because that doesn't attack. Yep. In that case, I think I'm convinced that the best thing to do is to restore this twice. Okie dokie. There's the petty theft. There's a train steward. We can put him in front, I think. And there's nowhere really to put this dreg. Alright. This is not good enough, but maybe we can make it good enough. Hold up. Okay, that's significantly better. Oh, that's significantly better. Now the question is, do I want to sharpen this fella or this fella? It's going to be the one in the front because he's tanking more damage. This may do it. Yeah, that does it! Big pimpin'! People are having big thinks about accounts that have 5k followers getting over 100,000 likes and retweets. Okay, a lot of interesting options here. The spreading spores is cute, but I don't think... Even, I mean, it's kind of like a natural combination with Wildwood Custodian, but unless you get it upgraded, it's kind of bad. We don't have the mana to support it, you know? Wildwood Tome is pretty cool. We could use that on our Bounty Stalker. Unleash the Wildwood is also pretty cool. Right now, we don't have much of a way to get our Hollow to full HP, so as sexy as Quick would be for the Bounty Stalker, I think I have to take the Wildwood. Oh boy, that's a Legion of Wax. Legion of Wax is goddamn great. Even unupgraded, it's just super tanky. Gosh, I think we have to take that. And then we'll take Capacity now, because then we can put him in front and the bounty guy behind. Okay, it's not even funny how much we need a Merchant of Steel right now, so we have to go in this direction. Please, please, please. Endless. No? Well, we don't need the Endless anymore. We have Extinguish. That's a large stone. I don't really want to large stone him. I wanted to multi-strike him. No. We can large stone the Hollow. I could also large stone the Legion of Wax, but there's nothing I could put behind him at that point. Although, I mean, that's just like a boss annihilator at that point. Like a single row boss killer. Could be really, really stupid good. Unfortunately, Sharpen is apply spikes and not enhance with spikes, so we don't get to keep the spikes when they split. God, this is actually a hard choice. My instinct is to give it to the Awoken Hollow, but I know that making this thing large is very, very good. We'll do this. He'll be by himself. We'll just, Battlestone our friend here. Maybe I should have Battlestoned my, my Extinguish guy. We do not need 2 Wickless Tycoons. I'm taking cash here. Okay. Do I want to Wickstone something? Hollow max HP is 60. It's 85 right now. It's 60 plus is what it is upon summon. Speedstone. I mean, God, we could give the Bounty Stalker Quick. It would kind of help me deal with sweeping units, I suppose. Although I think I just want to Heartstone the Hollow, to be honest, or even the Legion. Or, like, maybe Mightstone the... or Strengthstone the Legion, so that it does really good damage as it splits. Actually, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's Heartstone this fella. A nice balance between the two. Forget the speed stone, I'm going to be greedy with the extinguisher. I think this was the right play. Alright, spikes is available, not the draw guy, so, of course we just take more heal explosions. Armor 15, huh? If I do that, these guys have effective 20 HP, these guys have 95 plus 15 is 110. Do 40 with the stalker. Oh, it's always going to be on the edge because of the combo. The run is going well though. I think we can get away with doing this challenge. Considering the damage upgrade we just got, we just have to draw healing at the right time to trigger the rejuve explosions. I do have to be careful though, because this stupid thing is gonna, unfortunately, cause a lot of trouble. Paw Patrol? What? What? Okay, interesting. Well, I've got to do this. 30 damage, okay. This sucks, we're gonna eat, a weight of contrition. I guess I have to do this if I want to have a chance of killing the fairy. Having very bad luck with these fairies, but this time we finally get it. Okay, the lesion certainly goes here. Well, we do have Bounty Stalker, though. I want to kill this thing if possible. 33 damage. It's not enough. The Bounty Stalker doesn't even do enough to this thing in the front, god damn it. I want this thing dead. Well, I know one thing. We have to get this Legion out. He's too good. He's too good not to put out. So we do that. Look at his fat ass. It's wonderful. Okay. Put the Stalker here, believe it or not. We just take this damage. So this is all that direct damage we needed before and didn't get. Get the money. Sadly, this Absolver's going to live a good while longer. Why don't we get this out? Get some more damage here. My hero proving a bit useless right now because I don't have the mana to support all this. Okay, I'm gonna take some pyre damage from these fellas. Because I haven't been able to upgrade the Stalker more. If we could get multi-attack on him, it's over, you know? Okay, let's see. 43. So he'll have, how much will he have? He'll have 28 minus 3 is more than 20. So let's make sure he only gets one attack, yeah? Oh, shit. Yeah, daze is a thing. That's okay, we wanted that there anyway for the upcoming fight. Brief respite. Cool. So this should kill the boss by himself, more or less. We're going to take an awful lot of pyre damage, though. It's very worrying. Okay, here we go. Here we go. My Awoken one has not come around. This is going to take no damage at all. Gonna need to stick the Awoken one in front of this dude. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to sharpen this, because when he splits, he's going to keep the damage, right? And it's going to be awesome. Spikes he won't keep, but whatever. I bet you he just dies to the wax here. Yeah, he just dies to the wax. So look at this bullshit. We drew the Death Wish at the wrong time, so we didn't get to upgrade the Stalker. Thankfully, Legion of Wax is just broken as hell, so we just win with it. Upgrading Legion of Wax is a win condition all by itself. Look at that, it didn't even get to splitting the one in the back. It's awesome. Okay. Hey, this could be kind of cool. Oh, Legion is strong. Straight up the best card, if you ask me, in Melted Remnant. To the entire faction. Just the best one. Gosh, I think I have to take the Ensnare. Alrighty. As much as I want the Crushing Demise... I don't know, man. Crushing Demise is such a fixer. But I think it screws this deck over harder than it helps it. The Votivary, on the other hand, will help me get some more draw. Taking the Merchant of Magic. These are not the things that I want. Make this other sharp and cheap. I could remove the consume on the invigorating solution, I guess. Draw through the deck harder. Not even sure if I want to do this. This could be cool. Glimmering for a ton of damage and healing. Although it gets rid of one of my precious pieces of backline removal. I think we just do this. I do think we, in fact... Hold on, what's the Seraph? Devour my spells? I'm just gonna reroll. Oh, thank God. There it is. We hold over now, baby. Okay. Just make the Glimmer free. Let's do this. Not half bad. Okay, I think I'm gonna remove both Wicklashes because... the hell do I need Wicklash for? Normally I'd remove Train Stewards, but I think we're still getting some use out of them. Yeah, man, forget Burnout, forget that. Come on, Dante, maybe? The hell is this? Oh, this is the spikes. Mm. 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 None of this is particularly good. Maybe the Awoken, not. I guess they stay -2 forever. That'd be kind of cool. I guess. All right, I'll take it. It's like a very awkward hand fixer. I think we can make this work. Mark of Invasion. I don't think we take that. I think that if I take Mark of Invasion, I just lose. This deck is really goddamn bad at clearing out hallways quickly. Unless we happen to draw Sharpen in our starter hand, or Glimmer. $150 gold is a lot. But I don't think I get to be greedy here. So we're not going to do it. This is all about not being greedy at this point, I think. Okay, so look how shitty this would have been if I had taken the invasion. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't have made the little rage guys, it would have made these guys, right? So there would have been these assholes on every single floor. What am I gonna do about that, you know? Like, there's no backline removal, there's no AoE, there's no nothing. There's no spikes, you know? Just me getting pizzoned. So I'm glad I didn't do that. Okay. Hold the line, lads. Alright, we're gonna want to put the Tycoon somewhere here. He probably goes on the bottom and we probably just take some hits with the Sentient. Yeah. Nice. Okay, hello. So bear in mind that when things die, this gets armor. This is sort of interesting. I could petty theft one of these things and kill it, and then root the other. Although if I just Bounty Stalker here, one of them dies. Although I kind of want a Bounty Stalker here, so we can get that frontline damage to this big-ass thing. 60 effective HP. Well, I know I want to do this. So he dies now. That means if I root something, what's the position next turn? They would effectively join the guys that come up, which can create problems in and of itself, really. Okay, this thing's gonna have stealth, unfortunately. Let's just put him there and he'll do damage to the guy. What? Shouldn't he take more damage? That's weird. We could petty theft here, and while that would increase his harvest armor, it would also give me some gold from the Tycoon. This definitely goes here, by the way. It has to at this point. He has stealth, so he kills one of them, you know. Legion is only ever going to kill one guy. So we certainly have to petty theft one of these guys, unfortunately. Although what I could do is I could petty theft this, and then root this, and that way only one goes up. It's not exactly the same thing, but yeah, let's do that. Oh, you were asking, I bet you were asking what the position is, like, front or back. You know, I'm not sure. I think they go to the back. Let's find that out, my friend. Nope, they go to the front. Hmm. So that's hilarious. So my instinct is to give Sharpen to our Hollow Man so that he ends up with spikes. But at the same time I really want more shit to die so that Tycoon gets fed, so let's just do that. I'll be greedy. We've already won every boss fight because of this Legion of Wax, so I don't need to... There's not a whole lot that I need to do here. Where in the name of God is my intent on death? I got it too soon before, and it's like, as soon as I threw holdover on it, the game decided to be real cute. Okay. Sadly, this thing is going to reach the pyre. There's nothing I can do about it. Super lame. Desire sensor from Monster Hunter? Yeah, it feels like something like that's happening, doesn't it? Alright, this steals a turn, at least from the guy as he attacks my pyre. Might as well put the Custodian back here. Get some more draws. I'm more interested in healing my boy, although if I did the Wildwood, this would die and that would die. Actually, yeah, let's do that. It's okay. Oh yeah, I do 30 damage, not 20. Man, my pyre's hurt. Finally. Boom! Willwood on middle row? What now? Oh yeah, you wanted me to heal the hollow. Yeah, I mean, for the boss, for the purposes of the boss, that was probably a better choice, but I know I can kill the boss with the Legion, so I'm not too worried. Plus this thing's not gonna make it into the pyre room. Look at how much I get to apply my intent on death, by the way. Kinda cool. Let's put a Votavary here. Honestly, makes more sense to super heal my friend here and then nuke him. $166 damage. Now let's think good and long about this. First of all, of course, we do that. I think we sharpen our hollow so that these two guys in the back die. Although, on the other hand, if I sharpen Wax twice, we know how good that is. Also, if I just root one of these things, it dies instantly when he goes up. Probably put our Votavary in the front. Although maybe not. I'm vaguely tempted to just Rail Spike after I sharpen, just to... Well, having more of a chance to draw into Wildwood would be pretty good. That's what I'm saying. If I don't sharpen here, then 16 extra damage happens to my Legion of Wax. If I do sharpen, I bet a ton more damage happens to the Harpy because The Hollow gets more turns, plus this dude does 20 damage. Yeah, let me see what happens here. 324, look how much extra damage there is, goddamn. There is now a Warlord in the autonomous zone. How much violence has there been? 5x5 and not 1x25, I know, but 5x5 is still 20 damage every time she attacks. For each set of spikes that I give. It's not half bad. Okay, that'll make me draw one more. Let's do this. Okay. Hey guys, my dead weight costs 2 times 2 mana left. A group of heavily armed thugs beating people up who tag over graffiti. How is that supposed to be better than the actual police? Oh, I see what you mean, Divvy. Alright, so yeah, my Legion just crushes her. And of course I got another death from the bounty hunter, so pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Whoa! Oh yeah, I can I forgot that's hilarious. I can intent on death the Legion of Wax. So he splits without actually dying. I didn't even... Oh my god. I can't begin to tell you how dumb that is, in terms of just raw power. No, it's awesome is what it is. It's an enormous amount of power. I mean, I guess it would be really bad if it worked differently, but there's no reason he would die, you know? Because it's just the extinguish effect, not the death itself, you know? Okay, we probably want to pick up an engraft, I suppose. Yeah, it's kind of a free card that just triggers my healing abilities. Could pick up another intent on death. I think I'm supposed to pick up resin removal, though. On the other hand, Fatal Melting would let me hit things in the back row. And boy, do we need that. Let's pick that up, I guess. Okay. Resin for top floor. That was also an option, I agree. But the fact that we have literally no backline removal except for Glimmer and to a lesser degree Ensnare, and I guess Petty Theft, but it's just not enough, man. At this point in the game, I want 3 cards that can do damage to backline. Plus there's a Merchant of Magic here. I could go ahead and make that cheaper. I really want a Merchant of War, but it's not a... Oh wait, there is one. Okay, we need to go to the Merchant of Steel, actually. I need to try for multi-strike. Nope, no multi-strike. Okay. Let's increase the damage of the guy there. Maybe I should have gone to the Pyre. I guess we are pretty low on HP. Yeah, you're probably right, DV, but I'm gonna make my Bounty Stalker quick. He now doesn't lose to sweep. Fuck, okay. No multi-attack for him, I guess. What a shame. I guess I can make this into a fat boy. I could make him into a fat boy, but would I really want to? Perhaps that's the path, so he doesn't care about spikes. He still fits behind all the important stuff, you know? Man, not giving him multi-strike feels so bad. So much RNG in this game, man. Make the Wildwood Custodian pig. A little goofy. It's funny because I think we saw multi-strike earlier and just couldn't take it. Didn't have the bounty stalker yet, even. Alright, we'll make them big. Here we go. This is like healing. Talisman would be nice for all of our heal spells and all of our backline damage, but we need the health too much. What's this? Oh, it's the Rail of the Covenant. Oh, I did hear about this guy, Green Eggs. I heard him described as a failed rap artist. I didn't realize he was calling himself a warlord, though. Net gain going right instead of left. Yeah, sadly I didn't know that would happen, but... Alright, this is the thing that adds Purge. Vaguely tempted, since I didn't get to upgrade my melting, to just spell Rail Spike the fatal melting and just get rid of it, you know? Of course, we could just monster Rail Spike the steward here, and then get him out of the deck. That'd be okay. I'm gonna spell Rail Spike the melting. Yeah. I need that card removal event? Yeah, that'd be good. Multi-strike Guardians with Rage. Okay. It's not bad. We can take hits. Time to get owned. Oh hey, there's the melting right there. I guess I'd like to put the Stalker out, but we also want to put Tycoon on this floor, because the most deaths are probably going to happen here. Stalker is kind of a tank in and of itself. I mean, he's got the HP and he's quick, so it's sort of tempting. No, I think we do this. I think we engraft our friend here. Okay. We do, in fact, go ahead and melt. Yeah. Get the money. Put this fella here. He'll just kill the Guardian. He'll mop up whatever gets past. Bruh. That incant armor 10 is pretty frustrating. Do 30 damage, he heals 10. Okay, I think we do want to go ahead and put the hollow up here. Or maybe in front. It's too bad I can't put him here. That'd be kind of cool, because then this thing would die. It's okay. You know what I'm tempted to do is, let's see, 23 cards left. That sure is a lot. No, we can't put them on top because that would screw over the Legion of Wax. It's just what I'd really like to do is I'd like to pull a Sharpen and then some creatures so that these two things can die. If I don't pull Sharpen now, at least one marksman's going to make it to the chamber. JK, we have Ensnare, that's cool. Well, Legion certainly goes up here. Put our Dreg here. I want to always put Dregs with our friend here because, Tycoon. GG. Yeah. Sadly, this Master of Light is just a big boy, so he's not dying in front of my Sentient. But yeah, because of the statue here, we've got to ensnare our friend right there. So this is interesting. This does not have Incant. Ordering lookouts and checking on unarmed passing pedestrians to clear them. Assault and intimidation used as a punitive measure in an attempt to enforce street justice on the area. I don't understand these fucking these hoodlums who they're like they think that abolishing the police is a good idea, and then they let some brain-dead douchebag basically, like, you know, behave in a fashion that is far worse than anything that existed before. Yeah, it's been 2 days. Really didn't take long. Okay, so the problem here is because the root sends things to the front, my huge amount of damage from the Bounty Stalker is not actually hitting this thing. So, what's happening in the order of operations is the Stalker's hitting the thing in front, and then, like, the Hollow is attacking this dude, and it's just kind of a shitty situation. So essentially, I shouldn't have rooted this stupid thing. He's going to make it to the Orb Chamber, and it's going to be, or the Pyre Chamber, and it's going to be horrible. So, what we want to do probably. Let's put our Custodian there. Intent our friend here. And then restore twice. And it'll be a little extra damage, I suppose, but there's no real way to kill him. There's no real way to kill him because of the statue. Unless, wait a minute, hold the phone, baby. We've done it. We drew the exact perfect cards. And we petty thefted for money. Okay. Raz claims to not to be the leader, yet met with a representative of the mayor, the fire chief, and the police chief. Passed out guns to people to stand guard. One of his goons said on camera, "We are the police in the community now." It's fucking crazy. This shit is so crazy. Why are people acting like this is not insane? Alright, meanwhile, all these dudes are going to die in front of my Tycoon, and I'm totally cool with that. Let's sharpen up our friend here. Although, again, sharpening the Legion might make the most sense. Just because the enhanced damage is nice. What is what now? Man, look at how much I get to pump his attack damage. It's so good. Okay, this is a problem. This thing got through with a lot of HP. Shit. there's nothing I can do about that. Let's see, 38, he'll have 34 minus 8. This will kill him in one shot, it's fine. Okay. The God King of Seattle. Well, you know, unlike the cruel Leonidas, who asked that you stand, who expected you to stand, he will only ask that you kneel. Okay, I'd like to get more money with this petty theft, so let's do that. We can root our friend here. You're not making it to the pirate chamber. And put our Votavary there. It's kind of cool that he keeps dying because I'll get my money. It really, you know, life really is starting to resemble a video game or a bad movie or something, you know? It's just really amazing. This dies. Oh, we're gonna crush him. It's gonna be awesome. Votavary. I'm just gonna Rail Spike. I was hoping to draw more creatures to get more money, but nope. It's cool. Let's keep pumping our hollow guy. Nice, fully healed. Well, no, green eggs. Everything has to be political. Forever. Look at that, 155 damage. Even without multi-strike, it's still quite good. Now you can play Vidya in real life. Not so sure. Well, we don't really need any of this. Spreading Spores is cute, but we don't have the draws to support it, and I don't feel confident about getting the correct, like, removing the cost on that twice. On the other hand, the Spell Devouring thing makes this kind of a... If we could get holdover and cost reduction on it, it would be a way to counteract... Well, actually, I wouldn't be able to hold over it. Is this the run? Yeah, this is the run, Divvy. All I had to do was get a large stone, apparently, on my Bounty Stalker. And hold over Intent on Death. But most importantly, perhaps the Legion, which just wins against bosses. I'm trying to think if I want to get the Spreading Spores or not. I only got one large stone, I think. My friend who one-shotted this combo, I believe, got 2 large stones. Oh wait, no, I got 2. One on Waxman and then one on Bounty Stalker. Large stone is strong. Turns out increasing your stat line by a lot is good. Gosh, I think we do take the spores because of Seraph. Now, if I were to take capacity here, it would be possible for me to stick things behind the Legion, like a steward. It would be possible for me to stick more things in the line with Tycoon and my main guy. It would be possible to stick something like dregs in the same line as my bounty stalker and my hollow. But none of that is really all that interesting to me. I suppose if I got capacity, I could do like a Legion plus bounty. Not possible because both of them are large. So bounty is 3 sized. 3 plus 5 is 8, and we'd only have 7. How you doing, Alf? Most interesting that's possible. The most interesting thing that's possible with capacity right now is probably to put Hollow in front of Sentient and Tycoon. Well, that's the thing, Green Eggs, is there's a little thing called revealed preferences. You know, people can talk until they're blue in the face about what politics they actually want, but when push comes to shove, when they have to deal with the actual consequences of their actions, you know, when you advocate for something like abolishing the police, you know, if you're just like crazy as hell, there's a way to sort of double think your way into thinking that doesn't sound insane. But when push comes to shove, when you have to experience the results of a society where you've abolished the police, you know, suddenly you really want the police to exist. After that, once you realize what that means, it means that very bad people get to sort of do whatever they want, you know. Okay, I don't think I'm going to take capacity. I think I'm going to take mana. Or maybe draw. Draw would be pretty good with the spores. Actually, yeah, I'm going to take draw. He was playing so suboptimally I couldn't stand it. Hey, sometimes I do that. Alrighty, 275 gold. Can get some healing here. There's a Merchant of Steel. There's a Concealed Caverns. No real use for Merchant of Steel anymore. Full upgrades on my Hollow, my Stalker. See, I'm usually pretty cool with backseating is the thing, Green Eggs. It's funny you should bring that up. Like, I don't understand streamers who are like, oh, you can't give me advice, you can't tell me I did something wrong or right or whatever. The only time I've ever really complained about backseating was this one dude showed up and was like giving me 8 suggestions every single turn of play. I was just like, oh my god. The plague of Twitch. I mean, I don't know. I only find backseating annoying if it's just like really, really overwhelming. Anyway, yeah, I mean, Merchant of Steel is basically useless to us. I could upgrade Tycoon and that's about it. And frankly, I almost want to get rid of my Tycoon at this point. It's like, we're at the point where it's less good. This is money. That's a Hell Vent. Oh shit, that's a Hell Vent. Oh shit, that's a Hell Vent. Yeah, it is. See, it's funny, Davey, because I feel the exact opposite. Some of the trinkets are kind of bad. Some of the trinkets are game-changingly good. I think we copy the Stalker. So we don't have multi-attack, but we can have 2 Stalkers. We can get rid of the Tycoon and just pop the Stalker behind our boy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I mean, I knew it would end up being the Stalker. I just wanted to take a look, you know. Technically, I could have copied the Legion, but that's goofy. Okay, I guess Tycoon is still better than a trained steward. I really need to get rid of all my two-sized things though, because like, think about it, I only have 6 capacities, so right now our rows look like Awoken Hollow Bounty Stalker, Champion Bounty Stalker, and then maybe like a Dreg, and then Wax Guy Dreg. So there's simply no space for the 2-cost, or the 2-sized. Or Votavary somewhere, of course. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this guy. If I could do 2 more removes, I would take it for sure. So this is funny. I'm tempted to take the cultivating guy for the draw. As much as this damage would be nice, we have an awful lot of damage already, and the draw would let me pull into spores more often, which would be extremely important for Seraph. Then I get to, you know, I don't want him monopolizing my healing anyway, so I'm gonna do this. We'll see how it goes. I don't think I would have done that if I hadn't been able to dupe the Bounty Stalker. Multi-strike, so this is more like 16 damage for all this extra gold. Well, the Gilded Wings get one-shotted by my Bounty Stalkers as soon as I upgraded them slightly more. And they're in front. So I think we can do this. I think we can do this, baby. Hopefully. Shoot her. Wow. Wow, green eggs. They were shocked that he shot her a bunch of times and asking why he didn't just shoot her in the leg to disable her. So that's kind of a funny misconception. I mean, it's not funny, it's sad, but it's a misconception people have about the police and about guns in general, is they will say stuff like that fully unironically. They will believe that it is possible in a combat situation to shoot someone in the leg to disable them. And, you know, it is possible in the same way that, you know, bowling a strike every single game is possible. I mean, you could do it if you were, like, superhuman. You know, you could totally pull that off, but the reality is that, you know, it's not something... Yeah, if you're an action hero, you can do it, and they've seen too many movies, is the thing. Like, in a real combat situation, I don't remember what the actual numbers are, but in a real combat situation where your adrenaline is pumping, you know, your ability to aim a firearm goes down something like, I think it's like, you're like 50% worse. I'm just pulling that number out of my ass. It's a very high number, higher than you would think. So you could be like an expert marksman on the range, you know, hit the target every single time, man. You could be like a total pimp. But as soon as your adrenaline is pumping in a combat situation, when you think your life is at risk, your aim becomes awful. So what police are trained to do is they're trained to aim for the person's torso. Which, yeah, that's deadly. I mean, that's probably one of the deadliest places to shoot somebody, but that's what they're trained to do because that is the center of a person's body, and it is you're least likely to miss, the center of mass, right? The idea of simply aiming for somebody's hand or arm is one of those just extremely dumb idealistic things that doesn't really work in real life, you know? Highest ratio of hit, yeah. So, and at the end of the day, if a cop has, you know, if the cop believes his life is at risk, what he's trained to do is to use deadly force, you know? And I think that, personally, I think that if they weren't trained that way, you would see a lot more dead cops. I think that is what I think that in America, where guns are legal, if you trained cops to not defend their lives, obviously you would see more dead cops. I think that's just that's what would end up happening. And then it just comes down to whether people are okay with that or not. I'm not. But I guess some people are. Check it out. We're gonna intent on death this. Boom. Dead Gilded Wing. So this has stealth. People who think banning guns will fix gun-related crimes. It's very goofy. Okay. Okay. So what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to sharpen this thing. This is annoying because if I pop this guy here, he's going to take like 80, he's actually going to take 40, 80 damage, yeah. So he straight up dies. Unless I put my dreg here. Put the hollow here, I guess. Criminals don't care about gun laws. Imagine that. I think I'll actually put the hollow on top. We'll put the... What we'll do... Check this out. This is going to be super sick. When we find the Legion, we're going to put the Legion here, and we're going to use the death thing on him. It's going to be hilarious. Now, the Ensnare we would certainly like to use. I don't think I want to leave one of these, though. Let's just ensnare the guy who's going to die. I almost want an alternative tank to the Sentient to stick in front of the Stalker. He's not very good anymore. Okay, here's our Legion. We got our other Bounty Stalker. Okay, this is interesting. I could heal this. Well, DV, what it does is he stays alive, is the thing. It doesn't make him less tanky. All it does is trigger the Extinguish ability. It doesn't kill him. So it just poops out 2 guys in front of him. And so essentially what's happening is I'm getting 2 more attacks per turn. It's outrageously strong is what it is. Oh, I should have used Engraft. That would have been free. Whoops, that gives mana. Okay, so I think we go ahead and Glimmer here. I really don't want my Stalker taking damage. See, he's gonna die anyway, so... See, look at that. Look how dumb that is. And this guy's gonna split too, is the thing. This is just an extremely stupid row. Oh, Alderain hasn't heard about the Autonomous Zone. Dude, Green Eggs, I got it. This is like the ultimate season of Survivor. They're voting him off the island. Okay, I want to put him to 160. Even though technically I could split this thing again, which would be hilarious. Stick a Votivary in front. Okay, still gonna die here. Let's restore. Wait, what? Wait, what? Well, okay. Okay. What happened here? The thing died because of the extinguished damage, but then I didn't draw into it, even though I just drew a card. When this unit dies, return its card to the top of the draw pile. Draw 1. Okay, what the hell? He died. Therefore, I should have drawn him. I guess he goes after the next card. Is that a bug, I wonder? Huh. Curious. Okay, there is the Votivary, just like I thought. Okay, whatever. Okay. Not real sure what the logic of that is, but I guess I'll take it. Oh yeah, I heard about that the homeless stole their food. It's like a tale of, you know, these are the people that wanna massively reform society, you know, in the image of their ideas that they think are so great. It's been 2 days, you know, and they can't run anything. Okay, let's do this again, just because I want to make sure I'm not crazy. So we do this. This thing extinguishes and kills the Votivary. The Votivary, when it dies, it returns a card to the top of the draw pile. And when it dies, via Extinguish, it draws 1. So what this means is that the Extinguish is being pulled first. Like, the Extinguish triggers before the actual death triggers. It goes Extinguish and then dying. Yeah, and then we draw another card from this thing taking damage on that extinguish. Which, by the way, this is a hilarious combo. The Revenge draw combined with Votavary. You can just pull him multiple times. But, anyway. What is interesting is that Endless does not count as an extinguish ability. It's just a totally separate effect. And honestly, this may sound silly as hell, but the fact that Endless is on top in this order makes me think that it would happen first. I mean, maybe that's just like dummy logic or whatever, but that was giving me the impression that the way this would work would be totally different. Alderain says the idea is to reform your society, not theirs. Yeah, I suppose it is. You know, these people are totally happy doing nonsense where you live, but not, you know, not. On the other hand, I mean, I guess they are doing it to their own society. I mean, I see this happening in like a far left place like Seattle. I don't see it happening anywhere else, you know. Alrighty, so let's poop out our Votavary. We're gonna do this wacky trick again. We're gonna Glimmer. We're gonna... Well, actually, it doesn't work because there's no do damage on death thing anymore. Seattle sounds like a strange place. It really does. I'll tell you what I've been thinking about a lot lately, actually, if you want to talk about strange places. I've been thinking a lot about a little place called Berkeley. Because as recently as the 60s, in Berkeley, which for those of you who are not American, you may not know this, but it's, basically it's an extremely progressive sort of stronghold, and university area. And as recently as the 60s, there was a thing called the free speech movement, which, you know, was centered around that place. It was also, you know, it was also essentially birthed there. And it was exactly what it sounded like. They believed in free speech, you know. They were very mad about any law that would encroach on free speech. And now if you look at the same place, if you look at the same place today, you've got a bunch of absolutely batshit crazy people who want to abolish free speech. And the thing I've been thinking about, the thing that really makes me wonder, is did the people back then really believe what they were preaching, or was it all just kind of a trick to gain power? You know, does anybody, I guess other than me, support free speech for any reason other than to have the power to put themselves, you know, in authority, so to speak? Listen and believe. Yeah, no, DV, the trick didn't work again because the way I was doing it back and forth was I was abusing the damage that was being done by the extinguish guys, the little tiny feathered birdie dudes that were in front. And then that was doing damage when they died to my sentient, who gives me a draw when they die. But I had killed them all, so no more draws. Okay, I'm just gonna give Sharpen to my friend here. Keeping these guys relatively even. Sharpen this again. I guarantee this thing dies to my Legion. Legion's just too good. Yep, there it is. And, you know, if I wanted to, I could just... Boom! Oh, this is so dumb. Look at this row. It's Legion of Wax, man. Always take that Legion. Just slaughters bosses. Honestly, that card is Probably a little broken. Okay, we don't need Bramble Lash. It's nice front loaded damage, but we don't need it. Legion seems busted. It's pretty damn good. I'm gonna take the Preserved Thorns so that I can. It's a way around Seraph's nonsense. Shall I take the smoke? Smoke is pretty good now, so yeah, we're gonna take the smoke. Well, smoke is awful in a lot of Awoken combinations with Melted. In general, it's amazing, but it's kind of a non-bow when you're, for example, trying to kill with spikes because most of your damage is coming from them attacking you, and then they can't attack you, and then it's just like, okay, I wasted a few turns to do like 30 damage. But with what I'm doing right now, smoke is totally amazing. So they attacked somebody. They attacked somebody who filmed them doing acts of violence. Is that basically what you're saying? Oh my god. But then don't use smoke. Well, yeah, DB, but at that point, why take the smoke, you know? Alright, so we have 950 gold. There's a Merchant of Steel, which we don't care too much about, although there is a Hell Vent, which means if I felt like it, I could get 2 Bounty Stalkers, but... 2 Bounty Stalkers in one row, but that's just goofy, kinda. I mean, I was kinda saying that I wanted to be able to replace the Sentient, who, with his 80 HP, is, he's a tank, but he can still be killed pretty easily. I mean, yeah, that's absolutely warlord behavior, and it's just weird to see it's weird to see major cities in my country, which is supposed to be the first world, you know, succumbing to that shit, you know? Huh. Interesting. This is really interesting. I think I really am gonna copy a 3rd Bounty Stalker. This is goofy as hell, but I think I'm gonna. It's just really good. Like 2 Bounty Stalkers in one row, Legion in another, and then Bounty Stalker Sentient dies, throw Hollow in his place. That seems correct. On the other hand, I could go for the Merchant of Magic, and we could make Spores actually good. You know what? I think I have to do that, unfortunately. Because of the fact that this is the consuming one. Yeah, let's make Spores inexpensive. Okay, I guess we'll just make the Petty Theft consume. Do we need a Freeze Stone? Oh, bro, I could Freeze Stone the Unleash. That'd be kind of cool. Well, let's buy our trinkets real quick. Oh, shit! Extra upgrade slot. Also, Sting Spells get extra stuff. We do have a way to make 3 Sting Spells, so... I don't think that's worth 500 some gold, but... it's an idea. If I got Lightstone Casing, what would we even do with that nonsense? Hold up, because I got that, I want to see what else I reroll into. Hold on, is there something I'd want to add freezing to? Not really. Yeah, just not really. Stackstone. Freeze the Wildwood. Yeah, I thought about it, but I wanted to keep the gold for reroll trinkets. Maybe that was the right choice. It's really hard to say. No, but there's the trinket shop is very expensive. Trust me, I'll use all this gold, believe me. Stubble stack is amazing. Okay, so I don't think we need the stealth. I mean, have we tried getting a corporate sponsor? What? Is that serious? I thought these people were essentially communists. Why would they want a corporate sponsor? Are they just admitting to being, you know, corporate whores? Is that the joke? Well, we can reroll the trinkets is the thing, Divvy. Maybe they'll be nonsense, I guess. It's possible. I think I want to double stack the ensnare. Is that goofy? Because, like, we're so good on bosses, you know, that the stealth is, like, pointless. Might be a joke at this point. Have we reached the point where Poe's law is being applied in real life? Well, the American meaning of communist is these people don't know what communism looks like, is the thing. They've never lived through the horrors of communism like people in, say, Eastern Europe have, so they don't understand that the system of government that they're advocating for killed more people than Hitler, you know? So, it's just sort of ironic, I guess, that they purport to be the good guys or whatever. When they, you know, they're advocating for a system of government that has pretty much always resulted in mass murder, you know? Okay, iron drop cage. This is just useless to us. Volatile gauge is funny. Hey, I can make my Votivary have a ton of damage, I guess. You were right, these were some bullshit trinkets that we didn't want. I'm tempted to take the volatile gauge. Only because it lets me draw more. It lets me draw through my deck. But we don't need it, we're drawing already. Alright, mistakes were made. Is there anything I can do to move, guys? I really don't think so. No, I don't have anything that moves, dudes. What a shame. See, that is the problem with trinkets in this game. I believe you mentioned that you thought they were too weak. Sometimes they are just sort of useless. Alright. It's time. It's okay, because the thing is, this game lets you purge as much crap as you want. So we'll just spend it all on purges, and I won't even feel that bad about it. Okay. Goodbye, dregs. See, we spent it all. We spent all the money. Alright, Seraph the Diligent. Time to win this stupid combo. Seattle people are sick of this nonsense? Well, wouldn't you be? I mean, think about it. You live in this city, you go to work every day, you pay your taxes, you're not violent, you don't break the law, and then a group of douchebags takes over 7 blocks of the city and raids a literal police station, takes all the shit out of the police station and uses the blockades and stuff to blockade the streets. Doesn't even really do it right because they're incompetent slobs. Part of their occupied area is like a park that anybody could walk into if they wanted to. You know, it's LARPing. It's just dumb-ass LARPing that these people are doing because they want attention, I guess. And imagine that you're just somebody who lives in the city, just like a regular person who's not terribly political, who just wants to get on with his life. And let's say even that you work in one of those government buildings that they took over, and now your whole life is disrupted because some clowns wanted to LARP, you know? I mean, I'm pissed being in the same country as this nonsense, you know? Like, why aren't the police doing something about this? Why is this being allowed in a first world country? It's the type of shit that you would see in some banana republic, you know? Alright, okay, so I would like to put my boy here. My other boy here. This thing dies. Unfortunately, this is like slightly a non-bow. Because this thing kills the thing in the front, the healing doesn't really do much. So this guy is basically just a pile of HP, which is fine. We can stack some spikes on him, I suppose, and eventually it'll kill the light wings, which is okay. This consumes, no big deal, it's gonna add another one to the pile. Okay. I guess I'll put a dreg here, why not? Just that thing in the back dies. Okay, we'll just cast this just to draw a card. Be good draws. Okay, this is cool. We'll play this Thorns here in a minute. Let's empty the hand a little bit first. Now that's dazed, unfortunately. But that's okay, because we're gonna get bailed out by the Thorns. Which we will use now. Nice. Good. Go ahead and fully heal our boy, which is just nice. Okay, I'll put a Votavary out here. Go forth, my son. We can still put the Wax Man behind. Full healing does feel really, really good. Uh-oh, we've been cucked. It's a cuck party. Here we go. We got 2 shards in hand. And wax, so I either take 1 damage or I don't cast my wax. Interesting. I mean, I'm just gonna take I'm gonna actually probably take 2 damage, to be honest, because I want to be able to intent on death, which I don't want it to consume. So, certainly the wax goes out. He's got to be out. Boom. And then I just decide what I want to consume. Probably sharpen. Probably I sharpen this, yeah. So that I can get the extra spikes on there, so the guy in the back is now dying. And that got consumed. Now I can intent on death, my friend here. Oh no, 2 damage. Where are these things coming from? Oh, I guess it's these guys. These burbs. Okay. I'd like to put out the Wildwood Custodian, but if I do that, I don't get to intent on death. Except, yes, I do. Check this out. This is the trick. It's already got consume, but it takes away the Seraph's thing on my other units. Oh, Engraft is free. This is kind of bad. I guess I need to, I think the intention of those cards is to max out your deck and not to do pyre damage. It depends. The ones that only do 1 damage you can safely ignore to some degree, but Believe me, if you're ignoring 5 pyre damage from like the super mutilations or whatever, that'll add up pretty quick. Okay, so to end my annoyance, I'm gonna kill that thing, so I don't get another one of those. Dang. Raz assaulted another person because he asked them to turn down his music during the riots. Well, this shit is just very predictable, honestly. The saddest thing about it is anybody could have predicted this is what happens when you let morons run an autonomous zone, you know, in the middle of a city instead of the actual police, you know. Nobody should act like this is some kind of surprise. What's going on right now? Maybe I should be upgrading my other bounty stalker. Doesn't really matter. I'd like to give this guy spikes. That would be the most important thing to do, but we have no ability to do that right now. It's doing a live performance during a riot. That's the thing. That's the thing. It's all about... These people don't believe in shit. They just... They really just want attention. We've reached the phase of Western civilization where nobody believes what they're saying. It's all performative, you know? Just pure insanity, you know? I'm not even going to bother using Engulfed in Smoke. I guess I could, actually. Actually, yeah, let's... Well... That would reduce damage on the Purifier if I did that. Alright, I'll just heal then. Pyre takes a little damage, but it's no big deal. There's the spores. Although, honestly, I think I want to keep the spores at this point, so... Oh man, we could spike, which would consume anyway, I guess. A lot of my stuff is 0 cost. I think we could do this. We could do this. I think that was 3 damage. But yeah. This is gonna die. This is gonna be obnoxious. Yeah, I think we just go ahead and rail spike. Excellent. That's great. So now this thing dies. Now, now we can unleash the Wildwood. I guess. Huh? Could spores here. Remember that these spikes don't stay when this guy splits, so... We really want as much spikes as possible on this guy. If he were to get to 10, then we'd be killing these dumb things as soon as they appear. Okay. I suppose I'll just put a... Why don't I just put a dreg here? Save some damage. And honestly, I don't want to root anything. No, you can't. But I do get the draw portion of it, even if I do the immune part, so it's fine. He'll move around at his leisure no matter what. What's funny is you can move him in this phase. You can move him up and down. Okay, this would be why I got these stings. Kill the thing in the back. No more mutilations for me. This is in the bag, by the way. So I lose like an outrageous number of games yesterday, and then we just get it on the first shot today. Did I just need a good night's sleep? Is that the joke? Alright, this... We're just gonna let that stuff die. Yeah, we'll spreading spores this thing. Smoke middle row. Yes, that's correct, but not yet. Not yet. First, we want to intent. Aha! Oh, whoops, I should have sharpened first. Oh well, we'll just do it to him. It's best if I heal this thing. Also, I didn't realize how hurt he was, or I would have healed him. Apply the stealth. This thing is so dead. It's not even funny. Yeah. I could even, if I felt like it, I could, like... Check this out. Oh man, it's not even funny, look! Just try to imagine, let's see how much, 4, 8, 12, 16, and then actually like more like 50. Like 210 HP throughout all this stuff, you know? And roughly the same amount of damage. You essentially have like a 200-200 that's split up into a bunch of different guys, except when every single one of them dies, they split into stuff with double that amount. You know, and then they split again if it's the one in the back. So instead of having a 200-200, what you've essentially got here, and I'll just estimate, it's over 1,000, like 1,000,000. Because that splits, that splits, that splits, that splits, that splits, and that splits twice. So multiply all of this by, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 2. So there's 10 of those, and then this is like 2, 4, so 14 times 200, and you'll roughly get the stat line for the whole row. It's just dumb. That card scales really, really, really well. Balances for cowards. You know, I actually believe that's a pretty good, and overlooked philosophy when it comes to game design. Some of the best games I've ever played were unbalanced as hell. Master of Magic was an old DOS game. It was a strategy game, like a 4X like Civilization. And it was amazing, despite the fact that it was super clear that the people designing it gave zero shits about balance. It was just really fun to play. And I think that kind of holds true. It's not always true. You can have an unbalanced game that's super not fun, but there are times, man, when it's more of a good thing than a bad thing. Hell yeah. Love this card. Oh look, Quezzle's best. Only 8. Alrighty. Well, that was Covenant 18 with the Awoken and the Melted Remnant. Did you know that there are many ways that you can help support this channel? Read about them on rosecrypto.com/support. At Rose Crypto, you can learn all about cool things like the Brave web browser, Bitcoin, and other cryptocurrencies. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.